what happens here. So let's record. I don't think it's going to do anything to the stream. Welcome back, guys. This is Gambler. I'm actually live on Twitch, but I'm answering questions. So, this map is really, really balanced for flares. The other maps, like Gravity, is just garbage for flares. But like I said, I am right next to two suns, and then eventually, so I did. So if you guys can look at mine, I actually went Helios. Okay. So I've already got Helios on here, which is 5 speed for flares on here. We already have Plasma 10, and we're going to eventually get... This is what I was doing. Your starter's utility. You're not going to... Your starter doesn't do anything good, but it does some things decently. Like raiding Marauders, running flares. But we're going to get the combo. So like you said... It's a decent to go, and it's good to get your combo for your industrial somewhere, and your starter is actually a decent station to get it on, because you're not going to be wanting to make Truckers Hall. You don't want to be investing time into Truckers Hall on your second station. You want it already up and running. So it's actually a decent building to get on your starter. So. I'm actually going to queue up, so let's just get something building. No, we don't have enough for that. As soon as we have enough for that, we'll get living quarters queued up. But yeah, like I was saying, I actually ended up going Terran, and this is why. I'll show you guys the main purpose of going Terran versus going Zayok is because of this. This is. If you guys aren't aware, you guys got to look at this. You guys that are just chilling in here, if some of you guys are new. Yo! What's up, Exit? What's up, buddy? This is the reason why I went Terran, is for these cards. Yo, where did cats and dogs land? Huh? Let's see here. Alliances, huh? What are you guys named now? Pig? Is it Warhogs? It might be Warhogs. I think so. Yeah. A lot of people landed in Gemini. Yeah. I'm chilling out here too. I ended up recording my start because I'm just going to post it on YouTube, which I should do soon. But I posted the Twitch. I got it kind of set up last night. Not set up, but looking better than shit. Hey, look, someone wants to join my alliance, huh? What's up? I'm not... Ulk. You can join. That's cool. I'll accept you. But, I'm not particularly playing this, what bug? Looks like people might be running into some bugs, huh? Anybody else get any bugs? Here, I'll show you. Politics. Rankings. General. I just go by build points. The most important thing is experience in this game. So, if you want to look at this on my screen right now. That early tier 1 org does a lot for their early game. Min-maxing to 120 and then using the level 4 task for getting your tier 1 org. Like I got Helios, really helps bump you from... I was like 123 and it's 27 build points. So that's how we got to 144. And then now it's just kind of waiting for... I might lag behind just a little bit just because of it takes so much time getting the mining facility up. But we got our 2 repair drone cards on here. We're going to start getting our mining facility up. Yo. Oh, welcome. But yeah, so I was going over this. Terran. This is the strength of Terran. Is if you were to go Zyok, you don't have a industrial slot. Yeah, you got your wild card slot, but most of the time, people are gonna apply one of the 3 resource policy cards here just to get some more more resources. But if you go Zyok, you don't have access to the industrial first slot. So running this is huge. If you guys aren't aware of how important these cards are, you better go get them. These first cards are what is the difference between you getting to 70 to 80 build points on your first stations to getting to 120, 140, 160. Like some people will wait. Like you can watch politics, and some people will wait to really blow all of their resources until they hit level 4. But yeah, so we oh, look at that. I think that's funny. Either I lit it up or it's just spawned right next to us. I might have to go hit a flare right now. Now if we lit it up. Yeah, look at this. Look at this lag. What? This is probably what people are reporting right now. Look at all our processing. Wow, this thing is toast, huh? We might have to re-log in here. Thanks for the follow, Peg or Peglet. Appreciate that. Yeah. Yo, does anybody else have that? This is weird. I don't think I've seen processing in a long time, but I think there was reports of it on the last one. But there was a patch before this went live. There was a patch. Anyone else sitting at? Weird. That's unfortunate because we're building stuff. Maybe we'll have to. I'm gonna visual fleets movement. No, see. I can see mine, but I'm stuck. Re-log. I'm gonna turn off my. I don't know what. There's anything I don't want. I know. I'm also recording this, so I'm gonna re-log here real quick. I'm gonna turn off my screen and I'm gonna log out. Sorry about this, guys, but we're gonna just make sure that there's nothing. I'm just gonna re-log, make sure I don't accidentally reveal something. But I know I'm live. So we're just gonna swap back in here real quick, and hopefully the game gets fixed. As soon as the loading screen for the game comes up, I'll pop this. There it is. You guys can probably hear. We got people banging on the roof above us, which is funny. We're gonna relog in and see if it fixes stuff. Hopefully you guys aren't running into bugs either. If you guys find bugs and it's affecting your game, you just want to go to the support channels and communicate that stuff. And this is one of the main reasons why I didn't criticize it a lot, but I criticized it enough. So for people that actually want to stream this game or play this game live or do things with Twitch. It's really, really difficult for if, especially at the start of a server, there's not a lot of stability. So, and it might just be like a lot of people are logging in, server handling 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 300 people turning in a bunch of tasks all at the same time, doing all the stuff all at the same time, blah, blah, blah. But, just for the these servers to handle it. But yeah, let's look it up. Let's look up. Let's go to policies, go to rankings. If you guys aren't aware, you guys can look up and see what people build. So I can look up exit. And he has TN. Exit. You bought TN? I guess you did. I guess you've been doing Sabo for a while, huh? Makes sense. I don't know. I've never played TN. And it's interesting because I probably have a lot of people that spy me. So I'd probably get a lot of free reports for like seeing what people are built or what people are spying. TN is very interesting. It's I don't know. It's definitely something that I haven't touched before. But I mean, I understand it. I've already dumped enough money into this game, just like I did on this one. Oh, it's the worst. Not trying to be just this brutal guy that's always saying negative shit, but I think I'm not going to play Zayok anymore. I really don't like the direction that they are taking these balance changes. They call them a fucking balance change, but they got the early game of Zayok. How's that a buff? Right? Like the same thing with TN. TN gets 0 help in the early game. Just like Zayok. TN and Zayok are just, they don't have an early game. Like in terms of if you're sitting next, this guy on the other side of me is Terran and I'm TN, he's getting a movement speed on flares, which means as long as he's building the same thing that I'm building every single time, he's going to beat me to this sun every single time. If we've got both the same Stargate, if we both have Plasma Chamber, he's going to beat me there every single time. So what's the benefit? What's the early game benefit of going TN, right? It's the same thing with Zayok, okay? If they want to remove Corvettes from the game, what the speed and the cargo, what's really helping Zayok in the early game? I don't do anything better. You're not getting your build off the ground any faster than an MPL that has a 15% passive resources. It's crazy. I just don't understand how you can design a game and you only have 6 factions that you have to really give them something that they're better at than anything else. Raiding flares, organization, savings on outposts. That's a good question. We've had long. So I will tell you this. So the history of this game, Alpha 8 and Alpha 9, the servers used to be 12 weeks. Servers were 12 weeks. And so that meant longer games. You were playing on the same map for 3 months. I think that they would really have to slow the game down. Let's see. Did guess work on starter build? Yeah, there we've had conversations about trying to make a massive, like, bring back the Alpha 9's map and then just leave it up. The problem is the profitability of that server. It takes money to run those servers, and I understand, you know, it shouldn't be about the money. You should be doing things that are going to keep people playing your game. Yeah, I don't know what my opinion is. I think that it's because I've played on the longer maps. Like, I got them out of my system, right? Like, I've played we played 12-week servers from on Alpha 8 and Alpha 9. So, and I played Alpha 9, like, I lived this game for Alpha 9 for over a year. So those 12 week maps, I got them out of my system. I know how drawn out and the lull periods during those maps. It's not necessarily gets boring. It's just like warping fobs took longer. Moving your front line took longer. Like, and plus I was more ignorant to the game. So having strategies in place to knowing how to push war fronts, keeping your guys active. A lot of Alpha 8 and Alpha 9 was spent using a lot of spreadsheets. I know some people run in fear of using spreadsheets to play a game, but when you have, you know, little teams, it's way easier to just have a Google Doc open and have people fill out, you know, where they're sending their fakes, where they're sending like what positions they're warping to next. Yeah, man, welcome. Thanks for the follow, Papao or Papu, whatever. Sorry, man, said that wrong. I don't know. I've said in the past that I think it would be really cool to have just a server that's always going, like one that does not stop until like there's like one guy left. I think it'd be fun. It's just the profitability of it. It's hard enough for them to have servers up every 2 weeks. But back in Alpha 9, shoot, they were they were filling up. You could say it was bots. Whatever it was, is they were filling up. So they would be posting new servers every. Oh man, look at this. We're back on processing again. I might have to log out again here. I don't like these processing bugs are terrible. So I think I'm gonna shut my screen off again real quick, and we're just gonna re-log back in here. I don't like this. We're gonna go like this. Sorry about this, guys. We're gonna just log out and log back in. But I think it would have been so much fun, especially as a solo player. Oh, we got a small patch. I don't know if you guys log out right now, but there's a patch. We'll see if I can get back in. But I think that having when you have access to 1, 2, 3, 4 fobs, like back on Alpha 9, when you're warping around, you've got capitals, you've got your gunships, you've got even if you only have your 1 or 2 buddies on these servers that don't end, you could do so much. You could have so much fun. Yeah, you're playing a PvP game and it's at somebody else's expense, but like, what do you expect? Like that's what we all signed. We all understand what we signed up for in this game. So if you guys are log out, there's a little bit of a patch, and then we'll see. Obviously, I don't expect them to be patching the game, but there is something. But yeah, I don't know. I'll get back to this. So I ended up going Terran just because I've always, I don't know. I really like outpost savings. I know that some people would be like, it's better to go Atlas. Obviously, it's better to go MPL. But like right now, like you can see this, like if you are min-maxing this to the brink at 145 build points, like now we're just reliant on our cards, our passive resources, and then like obviously raiding. Obviously, we this could flare, but there's nothing really anything else that we can be doing right now besides, because we don't have ships. So we're just in this like very, we can go back up to politics. See, obviously, people are. I expect people to be above me, so not a big deal. 163. You can look at and you can see what they are, and they might be Atlas or it's Terran. That's fine. Doing other things, and like I said, I didn't min max this thing to the 100%. I did not make a or if anybody here is new, this card is really extremely busted for the early game. If you can make this card, you go and get credits, and you make this card on top of your other combo pieces. This is what some people do to get there. You're getting 10% resource cost savings. You're getting 10% on time savings. This thing is huge. Huge combo piece right here. I think I have run that card one time, and I think I got to 180. I was able to get up to about 180 build points running that card. So it can be extremely broken because that Minute card actually can make you can gain resources from your task rewards. If you've got Minute going, you've got your your 3 first cards running. See, these are 10% cost reduction. You've got Minute, you've got your, not that, you've got these cards running. So Truck Exosuit, if you're building domain, and you got solar panels running, that's 30% resource savings plus if you're running Bill. So 40% resource cost savings, which is just massive. Getting 40%, and that actually pushes some of your tasks to give you resources back, not lose. Like, yeah, like the main. So if you're making domain buildings, you are not going to be in the positive on gas, but you might be positive on metal or crystal. So let's just kind of see if this actually rolls over. We'll see here in a minute if this actually rolls over or just lags and goes negative. It did roll over nice. So yeah, if anybody has any questions, just let me know. I'm going to probably stay up, keep this on for another 10 minutes or so, and then I need to go eat breakfast. We got the coffee, but we don't got any food. But yeah, we are recording. I am recording this right now. Let's see how much of this I've actually recorded. I should have recorded this, but I know how many people are going to be in here chilling. Got this 25 minutes. Going over some basic stuff, guys. Let's see here. We are on... See if we can't get any more guys in here. Most of the time, I know Exit, and I know a lot of the guy. I can recognize some of the names in here. A lot of you guys just chilling and hanging out and bullshitting, but trying to get the new guys in here to teach them some of the basic stuff. So hopefully we can get some more guys in here and answer some questions, because this is a very, very, very slow-paced game. Obviously, most of you guys know that. But the people that do have that 2 seconds of interest for this game, it's good to get the information out and what they want to be doing. So if some of you guys just joined, I did record the start of this, and I'm currently recording right now. So you guys can give some feedback, and might do this again maybe later on today. I'll go live again and just give an update to where the build is at, what I've been working on, what my thoughts are, and that's gonna be it. What was that? I think something died. Just got a... Oh, the raid returned. Hey, what's up? I think doing a stream with multiplayers at the same time. Maybe. Yeah. I mean, chilling in Discord would be nice. Very true. But I think it's a very interesting concept, because when you have a game that people don't recognize as people actually playing, and then all of a sudden they're like, oh my gosh, like somebody's actually streaming, and like versus having like a schedule, right? They will be able to be like, hey, like I can actually go watch somebody and see what they're doing, where they're at, what server they're on, where they're playing, how many stations they've got, if they're playing solo, if they're playing on a team, but yeah, definitely talking shit and bullshit, and it would help a lot. And noted, I just don't want to give away, especially in the first few hours, people are logging in, they're trickling into the server, they're trying to, they're getting their builds off and running. Unify, what's up, man? Welcome. But yeah. Definitely have some people bullshit. I'm going to look at this real quick, see if they posted any announcements. There is an announcement. So, yep. Anybody else that has issues? They're just saying to restart your launchers. But this might... I don't know if this is for Crossfire 5 either. But if you guys are running any issues, it just says just a relog. Look at this. Maybe we'll hang out with the. Oh man, should I hop in with Magus? That's a real question. Maybe we will. Magus?
Yellow.
What's up, dude?
So far, so good.
What are you guys doing over there?
Trying to win the game, sir. Are you presently streaming? I'll ensure that nothing is too spicy edge.
Okay. Good.
Just minding our own business.
Good man. Elevating the hype standards, is it, sir?
I'm actually
You came to the
a
right place
robot
for the
empire.
optimal most shit posting.
I'm role-playing a custodial robot empire, and I'm here to take care of koalas. That's my goal. Need lots of ice and lots of bamboo.
Hey, man. Great to have you, man. You got any questions, you can just ask us. Always help you.
I played like 3 years ago, so I did pretty well as an alliance leader on my first run, so I'm generally not a total fucking...
This game takes up. You will make 100 mistakes on this game.
Anyone who is in this channel presently is designated the competent and communicative attributes.
I'll just say total fucking idiot adjacent.
I just thought I'd pop in and say hi. I know you guys have some people in, but I thought I would just see.
I take it easy, so feel free to stick around.
Yeah, I will.
We're building our shit, sir, and preparing for omnilateral war.
I discovered a solar flare. How do I get it? Where do I get it? Where is it?
Man, somebody's already tagging some shit, huh? Look at this.
Where dis want flare?
Huh.
Bruh, I have 2 missions saying do a flare. Where dis?
Yeah, seriously, where de flare?
I have found it. I have
what will happen is
if
you're in an alliance, you have vision of everybody else's vision, so it might be really far away.
Well, these motherfuckers should all be like organized in the same area.
Yeah, I actually go to explore mode. You can see people's
one
vision.
Fleet for the daily challenge. 1 industrial in 1 fleet. So long as it makes it over there in time, you get the daily challenge.
If it's going on like a 2-hour. Oh no, like a 4-hour flare, huh?
Yo, look at these fucking tryhards with their bullshit. Like, so many people with 3 radius stations. Like, such fucking tryhards.
It's about to be 4, sir.
Man,
you
I recorded my start and I'll post it. I ended up hitting 120 and then just kind of chilled.
Let me see that start, girl. Let me see that start.
But it's more to teach people what the fuck's going on because, like, especially if you're new, you got to get these cards. These first, you got to get these industrial first, populous first, army first cards leveled up. These are probably one of the first cards you want to level in your policies.
Yo, you know what I fucking realized earlier? Or one of the first things that popped up was those fucking research things that I completely forgotten was a thing. That, like, it's completely worth, like, just playing games that you aren't even, like, try-harding or even caring about just to research shit. I completely forgot about that from years ago.
Yeah. How about this for Super Troll? Back in Alpha 9, I pretty much had every single card leveled up from blueprints, and then they ended up turning around and resetting them. So I lost, like, I purposely played Alpha 9 as much as possible to get my blueprints all leveled up just to have them turned around and reset again.
Dude, that's pretty dickish.
I know.
Like, straight up, though.
Yeah. It's a little bit rough. But, you know. It was a different interaction. You actually broke down cards. So the meta thing back on Alpha 9 was at the end of the servers, you would turn around and break down all of your cards from the server, and you would get blueprint fragments that way. Versus now it's just passively gained by being on the server.
That explains why it's still that way in the UI, though. I was wondering about that.
Trophies.
Yeah, there's a lot of things you will run into on descriptions and cards and whatnot that still exist and go almost all the way back to Alpha 8. Like some of these let's see. I can't even think of any. It's credits now, but it used to be called something different back in Alpha 9 and Alpha 8.
Out of curiosity, are the new people joining like us new people, or just aged accepting everybody?
I'm accepting everybody, and then we're shuffling, sir.
Hope you got really big hands to shuffle whole solar systems.
I have a good friend that is a real estate agent manager for 80-ish people. Actually, no, I think it's 120 to 150-ish. Anyway, I think that I can handle 32 to 48 people if he can handle 80 to 120-ish clients.
Yeah, we hopped in. We're guys in stream asking they can hear you, Magus.
Very good.
Yep, let them know. Let them know who's in charge.
Yes, very good. Join Clockwork Death Squads if you're in Orion. Peace.
Yeah. Magus is a good guy. His troll game is on point, we'll just say.
I'll say this as a genuine PSA for everyone's mental health who's listening. Don't ever play EVE Online.
I came here to summon legions and to shitpost, and I am not done with either.
Yeah.
Hey man, he's a caretaker.
Magus means well. He definitely is a good place for just getting the information that you need about the game. Let's see here. I think it's almost time for lunch, honestly. Like my real only goal on this first station is getting the two repair drone cards, and then finding like the best spot for 3-range mining facility. And then after that, it's just getting refineries to 10, and then slowly getting frac head and station hall up. Like that's the only two things, like those 3 things. And then if you really want to sit here and wait, and like if you get really, really lucky with raiding and flares, you can get Zerachi. But everything about this first starter station is just, it's all passive. Like, especially on this map, like raiding is just too far.
That's why you spawn on top of level 2 or 3 NPCs, sir.
Yeah, with no ships. Okay.
Yes, with sufficient.
Or you just raid somebody from your alliance. You can just have somebody be like, "Hey, I just need to borrow like."
You mean the 2 industrialists that we have?
10,000 resources. For
that purpose, sir.
Gambler, I just realized that November of 2019 we talked. Give me 1 sec. What's up?
Oh yeah. Oh good. Were you asking questions or what happened?
Aberon is the only... He had to go briefly, sir, I believe. Aberon is the only player in this game who actually understands how it works, which is no fun, okay? No happiness, no joy, no wellness, okay? Only sleep deprivation, only work.
Yeah.
No fun allowed, no wellness allowed. Only sleep deprivation and work here.
I guess XX is going to try to get in here. It's Clock CD. He's in my stream. Me and Exit bullshit a lot. I'm in CD Discord.
By the way, sir, you should go to the Starborne Politics text channel and inform everyone about your Olympian gold competencies relating to fruitcake measurement.
Oh, good. Oh no, I don't know about fruitcake. I've got background with margaritas, but
tequilas, sir, cause me a psychophysiological response mechanism of vomitus, vomitous intent. Tequila, oh dear Lord, no.
Oh yes.
No. Oh no. No.
Yeah.
not the kidney rotting poison.
It's not for everyone.
Give me the hemlock instead. Okay.
No, some people. I'm telling you, my girl likes whiskey, dude. I don't know what, dude. If there's one thing that I could live on for the rest of my life, it's margaritas and Mexican food. I'll tell you that.
If I'm ever sentenced to death for internet war crimes, I am going to make a humble request that it not be by consumption of tequila, but by consumption of hemlock. No. Thanks.
This is what we've run into with everybody's life. It's like you always have the one really bad night with something, and mine was Jaeger. I cannot touch Jaeger for the rest of my life.
It's official, boys. We've renamed it Koala Care HQ.
Goldschlager for me.
Oh, hey, it's that's a rewardable task. That's so stupid. Do stupid things, get rewarded for it. I'm liking it already. Be a gambler. We talked about, or we I guess conversed like almost 2.5 years ago for some previous alpha server thing bullshit.
Yeah, is that right? Let's look at this. Yeah, 2019, huh? Server 11. This might be. This was during Alpha 9.
I looked at the record because our alliance basically quit after the 4 previous alliances that we like beat while being outnumbered like 2-1, and we stomped them into the ground because they were just so incompetent, and they just complained to all the nearby neighbors to get like a 4-1 or a 6-1, alliance gang up on us.
Yeah.
And I was looking, and in the final week, we just all went inactive because it was like 6-1. We don't even care that much. Like we were all first-time players. Like we just didn't give a shit. It was just we were coordinated, so we did well. And I was looking at it. Apparently, we got 3rd place on that server still, even though we were in first when like 6 groups dogpiled us. So we were just like, fuck it. We still ended in 3rd. That's hilarious.
You got you did. This was you were linking me fleets, and we still have these pictures in the messages. You guys had decent fleets. I mean, sitting on.
No, like like none of us had played before, but just with a little bit of guides of the fact I used to FC for years and years in EVE, and common sense of just putting 2 and 2 together and how to play the game. It wasn't too difficult to figure out how to play, but it was just it was understanding the game mechanics, which I think our conversations greatly assisted on, of understanding how the game mechanics even worked. I think if you look through our conversations, it was literally, how do we win? how do you get things?
Yeah, that map that was the only map for the game for like 2.5, 3 years. I wouldn't say that long, 2 years. Alpha 8 and Alpha 9 was the same map. And like Libra was mid, and then you had the 19 sectors. But I think that was probably, in terms of playability and learning the game and being able to just have your own little nook, was an amazing map to learn the game on. You could literally just be AFK in your own sector, and at least you'd be left alone for a while. Getting your 10 GTs and getting your Dyson unlocked took a while. It took long enough for...
Yeah, I seem to recall that we did pretty well, because at first no one really fucked with us, and then and we arguably just cherry picked obviously the most active best member when I was recruiting people, just anyone who seemed to be active or playing the game in Cygnus, the constellation we were in.
Yeah.
For, I think we had tried to establish diplomatic, or I had reached out to different names or different alliances of nearby, and everyone seemed really friendly until they just started sneaking stations into our territory, and that was like the one thing that we agreed on whenever I had talked to people before. It was like, hey, have open communication and don't put stations in our territory. And then they started putting very sneaky stations in our territory, and I'm like, look, you can just say you're gonna attack. You don't got to be sneaky about it. Like, oh no, that's just a guy. And then like you see like 20 different lines start to converge on a GT station of yours, and it's like, okay, well that's shitty. Especially when they're like swearing up and down that they want to be friendly and whatever else.
It's a
fact
pretty,
that you had like an entire constellation that like relatively, even for the other groups, like there was just one main alliance or maybe a second tier alliance all in one constellation. So unless someone else was invading you, it was relatively peaceful within that constellation.
It was very easy diplomacy on that Alpha 8, Alpha 9 map, because like it was like pretty much a declaration of war if you went into somebody else's sector. Like you don't do that unless you're pushing. And then being able, like, let's say there was 5 teams, there's still 14 other sectors that did not, like, they had people in them, but they weren't, like, they didn't have their Dyson unlocked. They weren't actively going after GTs, right? So you knew, like, hey, this sector to my north is dead. This sector to my east is dead. Let's push those. Or sometimes you could get sandwiched. If you were surrounded, if you're in one of the corner parts of the map and you only bordered 3 other sectors and you got cornered, then you'd have to fight. But I don't know. That's why I think that there's a small handful of us that played during Alpha 8 and Alpha 9 that want it back, because it just at least allow you to, like, if you could coordinate it, like Magus's group picks, hey, we want to land in Gemini, another group lands in Draco, another group lands in Achilles, and like you just don't drop on top of each other.
Yeah, you're it doesn't at least turn into a ruffle stump by the end of week 1. Which
you're not destroying each other when there's 18 other sectors on the map that don't have anybody in them.
Right. So. And that was really enjoyable. And one of the reasons I didn't end up coming back was, when I actually play, because that was like a 2-month like game session. One of the reasons I didn't actually ever play after that instance again was I was slightly jaded. If anything, I was just like, oh man, like, oh, people backstabbing you, and and you always gotta always have somebody online watching for those attacks, or watching for making sure you have the sensor things up, seeing where those movements are, and it was just like, that's so much work. And one of the things I had internally wished, but nothing had really ever happened of it, was I was like, man, wouldn't it be cool if there was like a single player version, or just a casual version of this game where you didn't have to worry about some steamroll team washing over you, and especially with these smaller maps where you're obviously lumped in so much more. You couldn't even just kind of exist as a single player by yourself, almost entirely, especially what Magnus here has been talking about. Someone's going to raid you for resources. Someone's, when you're so clustered together, when all these teams are trying hard and forced to be clustered together, there's no way they're just going to let you operate in any meaningful way just by yourself, even if you're just trying to play like a relatively lone experience.
It's an interesting. I have a question here, but I'll answer this one. It's an interesting concept, and I've thought about it for a while, having like a PvE server, but like, I don't know, or having a server that exists where you can choose. So
I think it would be cool.
It doesn't exist now, but there used to be green zones. So the green zone was areas on the map that
Hey, sorry for the brief interjection. The flare has has gone off. Gentlemen, the flare, not the outer ones, the actual fucking flare that I need for purposes. So that's good.
Yeah, there you go, man.
Yes, sorry for the interjection, sir. The flare has gone off.
Oh, I see it. I'm gonna send something over there.
I re-rolled my flares away.
I see. That's a prudent decision as well, sir.
But yeah, wouldn't it be cool? I don't know if any of you guys ever played Stellaris, but wouldn't it be cool? Like there was a game mode that was relatively, hey, everybody starts out in just kind of one constellation. You can have like say like a 50-person just one constellation, and it just starts to slowly after about a week, you just see like a unbidden type situation. If for those who have played Stellaris, like an unbidden type situation where bases start to appear, and you just see at first random attacks towards different stations as a tidal wave of NPCs that get progressively worse and worse and worse that you have to resist and whatnot. I think that'd be an interesting mode.
Yeah, like like a one-off PvE server or something like that. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah. I think that the way that you get this game to cater to all kinds of personalities is having the green zone, and you can choose. You can choose to go mid, and once you land mid, you are now exposed to PvP. Or if you head in the other direction. So like let's say like so Gravity is a good map to explain this. So you start on the edge, and imagine you can choose to either go mid or go in the opposite direction. And if you go in the opposite direction, you're still on the same server as all the spicy things that are going on. But maybe it caters to people that are learning the game, but they can still exist on the map without getting shit on.
Yeah, but what if I'm able to just farm infinite resources on the outside of the map and then like build forward operating bases nonstop, like right inside the green zone?
Well, true, but what I'm saying is it won't let you get raided by anybody. What I'm saying is like you'd have to land your own station, or if like you jumped a fob, mid, either you can't do it after a certain day. So like let's say you have up to a week to pick if you want to go PvP or not. If you don't, you can no longer settle or warp your fobs mid. So like you're locked out. You have a week to decide, hey, do I want to go PvP on this map, or do I just want to stay in the green zone and head in the other direction, right? Just so there's not this person that jumps mid with 3 million resources that they can stream to a fob, and they can have their buddy raid them, like 3 weeks in.
Yeah.
There's 2 ways to go with this game. Just like Tribal Wars, kind of.
Oh, I'm so glad that these 2 daily challenges don't have to be rerolled. I've got something like 90 command cards, but I'm a stingy asshole, so this pleases me deeply.
I think that...
sorry.
No, go ahead. I think that probably works, but you can't make it... the green zone doesn't mean you can't be attacked. You just make it like way more costly for someone to attack you. That way people can still fight back against green zone abuse.
Yeah.
But there's no point in attacking somebody in the green zone because it's going to cost you way more resources.
And also have ethical issues as well. You get designated asshole status if you fuck with people in the green zone. But I don't think that it should be the case that an asshole in the green zone can't be bombed or can't be messed with, etc.
Yeah, it's kind of
like that anyone who is an asshole in the green zone, there should be what's it called? It shouldn't be so secure, let's say, so as to allow assholes to take the piss.
Yeah, kind of like High Second Eve. Like it's like
same thing.
If somebody attacks you, their stuff's getting blown up, but you'll still lose your stuff.
Yeah. XTC 69. Say again, pardon, sir.
I would say it's just like Eve.
I haven't played Eve, so I couldn't understand the comparison. But I hear that Eve is far more.
I think it's fascinating because the difference between this and Eve,
2 years and then play.
The difference between this and Eve is people can look and see what you have or your rig and all that stuff, and they'll turn around and pay for your shit. I played Eve, and probably 90% of the time when I'm jumping into Null or I'm jumping through wormholes and shit, and I just get slaughtered, they'll be like, "Hey, here's the money back for your ship. We're just fucking with you." You know, like we can tell that you're brand fucking new, but it's not like we want to just completely obliterate you out of the game. Like, we want you to stick around, but like learn how to get better.
Yeah, because in Nullsat, because that's where I live, because I'm playing Eve Echoes at the moment.
Yeah,
that's all we do is Nullsat is pretty fucking strict game.
dude.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt.
Dude, exploration is so much fucking fun. Like, it can get boring for a while, but like scanning shit down, dude, I have so much fun. I know everybody does things different, like doing wormholes, doing PvP and all that stuff. But man, dude, scanning shit down and like not even running cloak and just rolling the fucking dice and trying to scan stuff down for 2 seconds. Like,
yeah, I play Eve
it's
Echoes,
it's like this fucking high, like roll. I don't know. I mean, see, I'm running around with a fucking probe, but I'm rolling around with like 20 million in level 4 missions out in Nullsec.
Play Fleet Recon. That's a way to take that to an entirely new level of adrenaline.
Yeah.
Hey man, you don't know the shakes until you've FC'd or you've logied or like logi FC'd or something. The rush of saving a guy in Hull, ugh, heavenly.
Yeah, dude, sometimes I don't even know what I'm looking at. Like, having these groups of like 40, 30, 40, 50 like death balls of like the people running the same ships, all moving like in these groups and just assassinating stuff, like in high sec. Like, that's insane shit. Like, I don't even know what the fuck's going on, you know?
I mean, those are mostly by people who are just like want to be shitty.
So right when Overmind said that this game's going to be like you're on it 24/7, it's pretty much what Eve is.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit.
Only difference is you doing stuff in this game.
Like in Eve, I literally have a Discord that I'm on that literally gives me reports if there's enemies coming to our zone.
Oh yeah,
that's fucking crazy.
There's all kinds of bots and stuff that'll track, be like, oh hey, someone was killed within 2 jumps of your system.
Yeah.
Or, you know,
whatever.
That's the kind of Discord I'm in. So when he said that, I was like, oh, it can't be that difficult. So with this game, what's the difference with this game? Is it kind of like Tribal Wars in some aspect?
Well, I mean, Eve is very much you're piloting. Well, you have to have vaults, but in theory, with your one account, you pilot one ship, you participate in a role, or you do something with that ship, and you see the universe through the lens of that ship. This game is more in a strategic sense, like an RTS, where you control a station. You know, you start with one, kind of like any Command and Conquer type game. You start with a base, and you expand to multiple bases, ergo multiple stations. Team up with other players for a greater alliance. So, you know, like many RTS where you have a team of people. But instead of just like per se, just arbitrarily you start on one side of the map, they start on the other side of the map. Depending on how you drop in at the start of each server, you can kind of be jumbled in the midst of a bunch of enemies, or there could be next to a region with a bunch of enemies or people who want to take over. And the overall goal is.
All right, guys. We're gonna wrap up the stream for a little bit. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Russian Croc, I'll answer your question, man. So, to get back to why I did not go Refineries 10. So you see where I'm in this position that I'm in right now, okay? The problem with Refineries is you have to make all 3 refineries in order to unlock the task reward for them, okay? Versus when you queue up every single one of these buildings, okay, you're going to be getting task rewards back for every single, anything that's a specialization building tier 2, tier 3, tier 4. But your tier 1 buildings give you every single time you build one of these, you get a task reward back that give you resources back. The refineries, and not only do you not get task reward for building just a single refinery, but it takes a lot more build R time. So I could have gotten probably my refineries up to level 10, but I would not have been able to balloon my build up to 120. If you guys, like, I will post, like, as soon as I get offline here, I will post upload and post the early game, the first hour of this. And if you guys want to watch it and watch what I do, I play the whole thing. You guys can see what I do. Yes, exactly. On this one, I did go up to about, what was it? I think it was 8. To get to 120, I had all my refineries to level 8. The problem with 9 and 10, you can see, is they just cost a lot more time cards. If I go like this, I don't have any more 1 hour cards left. So for me I could build them, yes. But you're able to get to your building points higher by doing the level 1 buildings, is what I'm getting at. So I will upload and post how I started this, and you guys can watch if you would like to, and leave me some feedback. But I know I got 10 of you guys in here. I will do this again. I know that some of this stream might have been short. The issue with this game is the playability of it, and just chilling here. Like, I do not mind being in here. I enjoy answering questions, especially for the new people. If you guys want to go check out Gambler's Corner, it's inside my Twitch description. It's online. You guys, any information that I have, you guys will have. You guys can ask me any question you want. You'll get an honest answer out of me. But like I said, hopefully you guys been enjoying this. I'll do this again. And that's pretty much it. If anybody else has any questions they want to ask anymore, otherwise I'll end it here in a couple of minutes. And if you guys want to follow, if I can get, I might just play this one. I've got the next few days off. I possibly have Friday off. I have Saturday. I have Sunday off. I will go live on this once again, maybe the same time. Right now it's 11 o'clock my time. So maybe the last 2 hours I will do the next few days and go live if you guys want to come in and say hi. And then think of any questions that you have. Otherwise, I'm going to end this one. And yeah, Russian, no worries, buddy. Hopefully, if you're new, like I said, I still got all 9 of you guys here. I did another playthrough. This map is Crossfire. There's another map called Event Horizon. If anybody here is new, it's a different style of map. You basically spawn mid. So the starting area is mid and you spread out. I did a full playthrough pretty much. So if you guys want to go check that out, probably all night, I think it's 16 or 17 videos. They're probably at least 20 or 30 minutes long each. You don't have to watch all of them, but I would highly suggest go watch episode 4 and maybe both episodes 9. Episode 9 is when I start fighting, and episode 4 is getting your capital ship assembly up online and how much economy it really takes to build on a 7-point moon. Okay? So that's my feedback for you guys if you're new. Otherwise, just find me in Discord, and I will be playing on this one. And as soon as I go live again, I will post it. So, been hanging out with you guys. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. I'm going to go get some breakfast, and we'll see you guys soon. And for you guys on YouTube, we will be doing some videos on this. This might be a new series. We'll see. Until next time, guys. Later, guys. Peace.